What is going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how to attack the middle of the field, and once again, this will be in preparation for Madden 16. This is a concept that was very much used this year with the improved AI, and something that I want to note on that I do and a few other people do that is not exactly the normal thing, I would say, and it's really something that creates amazing spacing to the point where it's pretty much almost impossible for you to get baited into a bad throw. So with that being said, we're going to come out in the formation gun trips tight end, and the play is going to be PA boot over. We're going to come out in just a standard cover 3. So as you know by now, Madden 15, this was a route concept that was used heavy throughout the course of the year. You have a streak on one side, and then you have pretty much two crossing routes coming over the middle of the field. The only downside to this is somebody that has really good user skill can actually bait you into a throw by jumping down initially on the B receiver and then dropping back into coverage to pick off the pass to Y. So the counter to this, and this is something that I have not seen many people do, but it is one of the main things that I do, is I put the outside receiver on an in route. Now the standard in route that he is typically on is deep. So technically it will do the same thing. It creates separation. But that in route is so deep that the zones have time to recover, as you'll see in the instant replay. Not to mention, a blitz is going to pretty much eliminate that route, as you can't throw it quickly. So your opponent, say they jump down initially, they cover this guy initially, drop back, and then they play that guy, you have no other read. And the counter to that, something that I use pretty much now, is the fact that I will put a in route from the outside receiver. So we'll go ahead, we'll hike the ball again, and now you'll see that that in route, I'll go to the instant replay and I'll show you, it pretty much eliminates the ability for your opponent to bait you. So we're going to hike the ball, and I'm going to pretty much freeze it right here. So a user defender can technically guard these two routes. They cannot, however, guard all three of these. So if you look at the field, you have, who is that, 80, you have Reggie Wayne coming across the middle on his initial crossing route. Then you have number 14, maybe that's Moncrief or Hakeem Nicks, one of the two, coming across deep. And then you have the in route, which is another shallow little crossing route that's going to be open versus any zone. So although the in route is not something that's going to pick up a huge chunk of yards, it is a perfect complement to the other crossing routes because it creates this spacing concept. And throughout the course of Madden, blitzes are going to come up, coverage defenses are going to come into play. So anybody with a decent user skill will be able to really take advantage of people that abuse these type of crossing routes. Because yes, you'll complete passes, you'll move the ball down the field, but eventually you will get baited in a throw. That in route is, as I mentioned, the perfect complement to these crossing routes because you can't guard the shallow middle to right, shallow middle to left, and also the intermediate middle to right. So once again, I'm going to show you. You don't have to have the streak or the fade out of the other guy. You can pretty much just have these three routes on the left-hand side of the field. And the in route is, once again, the perfect complement. So you see that, you're not picking up huge chunks of yards on that in route, but you're not able to be baited. If your opponent is able to bait all three of those routes, you're going to be in for a long game. And throughout the course of my entire Madden career, I've made the staple of my offense around this concept in general, pretty much flooding one side of the field with 3 different crossing routes, and one of them has always been the in route. I know a lot of people like to use the slants, but if you look, a slant's going to pretty much run into the others, and they all attack the same area. So the in route, once again, as I mentioned, it is a seldom used route that is, I promise you, something that is that last ditch read. It'll help you pick up your 4 or 5 yards, and your opponent will not be able to bait you, or they're going to start overplaying the in route, allowing you to attack deep down the middle of the field or to the shallow cross on the right. So once again, this is not a groundbreaking tip. This is something that I wanted to help you guys in preparation for Madden 16. Madden 16 drops, you can find any play in the game that has 2 crossing routes, and then you put your outside guy on an in route, and now you create a spacing concept that is going to be very difficult to defend. So that is it. Very short, quick video, but that one simple little hot route, the in route, by an outside receiver, really will help you make better reads, and it'll help you consistently move the ball down the field. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoy, and next week I'm sure we'll be doing more Madden 16 stuff, and Madden 16 is right around the corner, so hope you guys enjoy. Later.